Je před námi další utkání play-in game. Se střetnou kanadští privatýři v černých drazech s mezinárodním týmem Adler. Vítěz postoupí do čtvrtfinále proti týmu Alberta Warriors. Poražený bude dát skupinu od 9. až 16. místo.
Welcome, lacrosse friends, back to the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial here in Radotín at Lacrosse Club Custodes. It is playing game number 2, and Jamie Dunbar is tangling immediately with Bartosz Kazor. You see who 29 is. There's full 29 is actually wearing 99, Bartosz Kazor, but there was 29 on the faceoff, so we'll double check that. First shot taken by the Nova Scotia Privateers, wearing the absolutely gorgeous black with the helm, the wheel, the compass, what have you on the front. I guess it's a compass. There's a chance for McKegney right on top of the crease. Michael McKegney has 4 goals for Adler, tied for their leading scorer in goals with Mikhail Chulin. Mikhail, though, has, and he's going to the penalty box right now. He's got 4 goals and 4 assists. He's wearing his Brampton Express helmet. He was a former Peterborough Timberman in the Arena Lacrosse League, headed over to Brampton. He's part of their expansion team this year. He is joined in the box by Chris Millette. And we're going to have a face-off. The sun is just dropping down behind the mountains or hills of Radotín. It might be a 33. I mean, it's 33 on the shoulders, which would be Chris Cowley. But the back, there's a bunch of tape. I don't know what the goal there is. Pass out front. Chance there for Luke Smeltzer, who has a goal and a couple assists for Nova Scotia. That one's repelled. Nice job by Wright running into the offensive zone. He's going to go all the way himself. Tries a little reverse whip. Got a bit of a push. He's going to get called for a penalty, goaltender interference. He feels like he was just kind of shoved in. That's a good look at that jersey. They're just sweet with the tartan and the numbers. McCoy Schmiegel is going to draw a holding penalty. Nova Scotia defender just got his stick hooked around Schmiegel's neck, and then he's flattened by a huge hit from Niall Sear. Sear had a couple of big goals for the Privateers. There's the play. Jeremy Baumeister sounding incredulous. If he watches the replay, you'll see that it was a fairly clear hold. And that will give Adler an opportunity on the power play. McCoy Schmiegel going to the top. They'll head into a strong right look as they get their fifth forward out just at the last moment. Spiegel watched there by Millette. Hard rip from the outside by Chullen. Gets his own rebound. Fresh 30 for Adler. Spiegel to Chullen. Chullen up to Spiegel. They've got 12 to shoot. Oh, McKay wide open. Nice foot save. Then a chance for Chullen. Another stop. It's sitting right underneath. My goodness. That was maybe a nervous moment for Cole Reshny between the pipes. Come back to even strength as Baumeister is released. Driving towards the net. Nice move by Zach Kerrigan, who leads the Privateers with 4 goals. But he is turned aside by David Zayak. Spiegel has a few assists, hasn't scored yet in the tournament. Gets that one to McKay. He'll shovel it to Keegan Crowley. Crowley up for an offensive shift. He's got the skill to do it. He was an all-Canadian LSM with the Western Mustangs in the Canadian University Field Lacrosse Association. A returning competitor here in the AHM. Here's a chance for Smeltzer. Goes for the one-hand shovel pass. Couldn't quite get it across. Comes back to him. Trying to work with Drew McDonald. But they're going to go to the far side instead. That shot from the outside by Robbie Grant. And Zayak had to be alert there, but he manages to pounce on top of that loose ball. Here comes Chullen taking the pass from Timarek. Adler taking their time. Nobody really coming open. They try and set a little screen. Spiegel spins, shoots far side. That one's wide. Reshny throws it ahead, and Niall Sear will hand it off. That shot right underneath us. It was coming straight up. That must have been a great shot in the camera. I was looking at the ball directly. Probably looked like it was coming into your living room. Pass across. Nice little duck underneath. Good job by John Croak to force the Privateers forward. Down underneath. Croak way up on the defense. Up well past the restraining line. Now gets all the way back to the crease. Croak won a Ontario Senior C Championship with the Lakefield Rage. Also has played some Senior B, plays for the Peterborough Timbermen in the Arena Lacrosse League. Here's Crowley. Smeagol tracks it down. Nice pass down low. Crowley with the shot. Here's a chance for Nova Scotia. Oh, that's off the post. Nice overhand shot there from Ian McShane. Couldn't quite find his mark. McShane takes a bit of a pop there from Christoph Schmiegel. Christoph actually played for Poland at the World U18s last year in Buffalo. Player of the Game award at a solid tournament. His brother McCoy represented Poland at the 2017 Euros, the first ever European Championships held. Very talented young man. Here's McKegney. Back up to Smeagol. Nice solid D there from Jeremy Baumeister. Behind the back pass, doesn't get through. There are actually a couple of Privateers in the way. short outlet. Now it's moved ahead to Niall Sear, who had 2 big goals in their last game. Well, 2 goals. Not sure if they count as big. He might have another one now. He went through the crease. Here comes Michael Lau moving ahead. That pass doesn't connect. Trying to get it to Adam Timarek. Privateers up Zach Kerrigan. Trying the dunk attempt. Didn't get the angle he wanted with the stick out ahead of the net, so it just rolled out into the crease. And here comes Wright on the run. It's Corey Wright. Rips one. Saved by Cole Reshny. Looking for his options. He's going to have a man coming off the bench. Gets it to him. That's McShane, the alternate captain. Jamie Dunbar wearing the C for these Privateers. Penalty coming to Adler. Crowley kind of ran into him. It was actually checked into the player he just fouled. It's going to be a tripping call. You see Keegan Crowley going off. So with 5 minutes to go in the first half, after our last game turned out pretty high scoring, this one so far, not much happening on the scoreboard. Oh, that pass pops away and it's a turnover. The bad news, of course, the ball's turned over. The good news, it happened early enough that even if with a 30-second rundown here by Adler, Privateers could have some time left on their power play. They're all over Smeagol on the floor. Big swinging one-hand checks by Chris Millette. And eventually it's going to be scooped up there by Matt Dunbar. Dunbar leaves it for Kerrigan. Croak out on him. He's going to retreat as they have somebody coming from the bench trying to let them all know. There's a great chance for Ben McKay. Mitch Broussard at the top. He's got 3 goals for Nova Scotia. And a great first game. And a tight one that they lost 6-4 to the LC Custodes. Hidden ball trick. Not sure everyone saw it. Oh, what a nice save by David Zayak. Keegan Crowley out of the penalty box to the net. Oh, off the shoulder. That one bounces all the way to near center. Niall Sear tries to come up with it. Chullen bumps him. Then Timarek. Sear just holding on to him. They're going to give each other a shove. Corey Wright runs through the check of Zach Kerrigan and takes Kerrigan's stick with him. Referee will get it back to the Nova Scotia bench in exchange for a ball. That seems fair. Here's Smeagol. Tries the swim move. That goes nowhere past the veteran Jamie Dunbar, but he then is repelled, gets it through to Chullen. Chullen bangs it home. Lovely play. What a beautiful pass by McCoy Smeagol. That'll be his 4th assist of the tournament. Chullen with his 5th goal, and that is the first goal of the game. Look at that, perfect placement, just squeezing it by Reshny, and Chullen is fired up. Found out somebody from Adler mentioned Milo on their team, and I was like, who's Milo? And they said, oh, it's Chullen. I said, you mean Mikhail? And so I was talking to him, I said, I didn't realize people call you Milo. He's like, well, they can't pronounce my name. But it's all good. We know it's Mikhail. Got to go and check with him before our Timberman game. Oh, what a finish. Great play by Mitch Broussard. Levitates through the crease, tucks that one home. What a beauty to even things up. We had no goals for about 12 minutes. And now we've had them back to back. Look at Broussard. Goes for the starfish approach with the legs spreading behind him. Across the crease. Oh, what a beauty. Dunbar picks that one up, takes a bump, gets it back, kicks his stick ahead. The ball comes out. Keegan Crowley gets it. Crowley pulls it down. Nice job avoiding the overhead wrap check. And Crowley across center as we're into the final minute 20 of the first half. Wide open off the bench. That's a big save by Reshny, as just nobody picked up McKegney with 4 goals, the second leading scorer on this Adler team. Cullen, the leader, gets knocked down, tries to pop up. He's looking a little uncomfortable. I think he's looking more perturbed than uncomfortable. Nova Scotia into the offensive zone. We're into the final minute. It's 1-1. Oh, nice move. Kerrigan, but the stop by Zayak. Look at that move. Gets to the crease, guts across, and Zayak just throws the arm out. So it's David Zayak, I believe. Crowley's pass is swatted down, knocked ahead. Will there be a chance for a break? Hustling after it is Drew McDonald. He'll get there. The 30 expires on Adler. McDonald already had the ball. A pretty good job by McKay to get back and make sure he didn't have a lane to the net. Just 6 to shoot. How on earth was that 30 seconds gone so fast? 1 second left, and the first half will come to an end with the Nova Scotia Privateers and Adler Lacrosse tied 1-1. These are some exciting playing games. Games do tend to get closer and closer as we go through the tournament. But the play-ins both going very tight as the Istanbul Sultans, the first silver group team to get a chance at play-in, pushing Tel Aviv to the very limit in a 1-goal win for Tel Aviv. And now Adler's right there with the Nova Scotia Privateers. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back to the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial in Radotín. We'll see you then. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. We're rocking and rolling here for half number 2. Once David Zayak gets all the way back to his crease, that is. He is there, and we are ready to go. Big hit by McDonald. One of the sticks has been deheaded. I guess decapitated would be the best word. They hand the ball off, and Luke Smeltzer will start things up for the offense of the Privateers. Shoveled across to McShane. He's got the man behind the net coming out. Oh, nice save. I think Zayak just got a bit to thwart the chance for Zach Kerrigan. Crowley picks that one up after it got away from right. Cullen to the net. Foot save by Reshny. Nice play by Dunbar to just tap aside the stick of Christoph Smeagol. It gets up and out of play. That should be... I guess it was played ahead by a Privateer, so it's going to go back to Adler. McCoy Smeagol rips one, no problem for Reshny, right in the chest pad. Whips a pass across. Here comes Robbie Grant. Sorry, that's KJ McNeil. We come from behind the net again. Jumping shot right off the chest pad of Zayak. Timarek, pretty nice move to shove that one over to Christoph Smeagol. They got to get across. They're not going to make it. They hit the 10 count, and it'll be Nova Scotia possession. Here comes Baumeister the other way. Broussard Kerrigan waiting for his teammates to get there. Now they start to move. Here's McShane, shovels it across. Almost a chance for Robbie. Just got away from him. Christoph Schmiegel picks it up. Head to Corey Wright. They're looking for somebody off the bench. Chullin is waiting, but took a while for any of the Adler players to get there. Wright still looking to pass off. Gets it to Schmiegel eventually. Drive to the net, McKay. McDonald reaches for that pass, just bounces away from him. Tapped ahead and then picked up. Nice shot by Kerrigan. Obraz is on him. Kerrigan protects it well. One hand. That's a beauty. Keeping the stick and the ball safe from the trail check. Gets the ball way wide to bounce it past Zayak. You see, he sees that the check originally was on his right, cuts to his right a little bit. That gets the check onto his left. And he just goes one hand way out. This is going to be a great angle once again. With one hand far and just bounces it in. And Zayak just kind of collapses in a fit of, how could he have done that to me? The winner of this game will face Alberta tomorrow in quarterfinal number 2 at 4 o'clock. The loser, meanwhile, will go elsewhere. Let's see, where is the loser of this game? We'll find that in a bit. Well, now I'm really curious. Anyway, we'll get to it. The loser will not be, of course, headed towards the championship. The winner will be in the quarterfinals. We know they'll be in the top 8. It's a huge step for silver pool teams to get into that top 8. My understanding is the top 15 teams in the tournament will earn automatic berths next year. And after that, there's going to be some kind of qualification system. Chullin. Trying to get it ahead to Chullin. He can't quite come up with it. Matt Dunbar on him. Chullin does have it now. They've got 7 to shoot. He's going to try the dunk. Dives across. Reshny saw it coming and jammed himself onto that post. That's going to be an over and back. It'll be Nova Scotia possession. And Kerrigan comes quickly off the bench to get the ball. I think he's got to head to the corner. Yeah. They're going to direct him over towards the corner boards. And play will be resumed. Up top to McKay. He moves it quickly, goes to set a pick, tries to roll through it. Christoph Schmiegel providing him some solid D. Delightful young man. Nice to chat with him last year in Buffalo. Hard shot from the outside, but Robbie Grant can't find a hole. John Croak, the veteran leader, will come out. Crowley spins through the double team. Heading to the net, kind of dangles the stick out. A good trail check, knocks it free by Jake Barkhouse. Here come the Privateers the other way. Kerrigan heading to the net, but the trail is the dangerous guy there. And they give it to Drew McDonald, but it pops away from him. Scooped up there, and here comes Crowley. He gets it to Chris Cowley. This is Schmiegel, watched by Dunbar. And then the pressure coming from Ian Connors just runs right past Dunbar to get a check on. Here come the Privateers pushing it up once again. They enjoy a 2-1 lead, a very tight playing game. Nice pass, McShane, what a finish. Takes the big bump from Timarek. Bounces off it and rams that one home. There it is, just finding that spot. That's a great finish.
Nova Scotia private team, goal scored by player number 42, which has Ian, assisted by player number 3, Joe Rich.
The Privateers extend Smeagol and Adler lacrosse facing a little more pressure. Still lots of time, 8.5 minutes. McKegney to the net. Nice job by Reshny to close down the wickets. There's the outlet pass to Niall Sear. Nova Scotia lost that first game to the Custode 6-4, then came back in a big way, really coming together as they beat the Mega Men 10-4. Sear looking for a goal as he had a couple in the last game, but not there. Here's Crowley, got some speed. Look at him blast in towards the net, just misses, almost impales himself on the crossbar. It was nicely reset there by Jake Barkhouse. And Dunbar is going to pass it over, stay for the offensive set. Ooh, Nova Scotia had 6 players out there for a bit, but nobody noticed. He didn't come too far and just retreated. Now they'll make some more changes, and here comes Timarek for Adler. Timarek waiting for his cohort, will now hand it off to Chullen and heads to the bench to complete the change. McKay with a little seal. The shot from outside bounces to Sturm. Yeah, Adam Sturm. Nice hustle back there by Jacob Obraz. Get some pressure on Kerrigan, who had to be alert, or at least sturdy, to hold on to that ball. Pulled down, diving attempt is going to draw a penalty, even though it doesn't go in for the goal. Cody Carta Bomerstein. Privateers get it back. Spinning chance by Kerrigan. He puts it in. Is it good? It is. Zayak almost had that ball rolling through the crease, but it gets away, and that left a wide open net. A very easy finish for Zach Kerrigan. And a bit of a comfort zone now for the Privateers. There's a shot from Kerrigan. Comes back. You see it just under the arm of Zayak. Catches his jersey, the little edge of his glove, the cuff, but not enough. This is going to be a great view once again. Oh, he tried to drop the hand down onto the net, onto his mesh of his stick, and it just crept through. Missing by just by centimeters was Zayak, and that made it really easy for Kerrigan. 4-1. Privateers ahead. And you can see them coming immediately up with some solid D, really putting the pressure on Niall Sear jumping up. Now they've got Jake Barkhouse picking up McKay to go through the middle. Ball pops away from McKegney. Low pass, scooped up there by McKay. That one's way off the mark. That one's not quite as much off the mark. Having a spinning speed attempt with the shot clock about to expire by Adam Sturm. I believe David Zayak actually was the goalie for Poland at the European Championships. Just trying to remember. I'm pretty sure there's definitely a strong Polish contingent here on the Adler club. That pass gets away from Kerrigan. Can't quite be corralled, though, by Václav Frank. And the Privateers will have another chance. I think it was, I'm not sure if that was a handball called or what it was, but either way, the Privateers get the ball back with a fresh 30, a chance to kill some more time and try to create something right on Zach Kerrigan, who hands it off to Broussard. Hard underhand shot, but it bounces off the boards, and a dunk attempt. Is it good? It is! Zach Kerrigan is on a roll. Yeah, it just reaches out. Big sweeping motion with that stick in the right hand. Bangs it home over the goal line. It's 5-1. Nova Scotia really taking control of this one. Kerrigan with his third of the game. Gives him 7 on the tournament. Well leading for the Privateers. And they'll get the ball back with about 3.5, just over 3.5 to go. Niall Sear McShane getting a pick, rolls around the top of it, backdoor, nice save, another chance, another nice save, and a bit of a shove by Adam Timarek to open up some space. Zayak gets it now. Timeout Adler. Down 5-1 with 3:12 left. They're going to try to get something rolling with this timeout. Privateers just going to gather out on the floor. Don't even bother heading to their bench. They will set up their D in front of Cole Rushney. Somebody's got to go get the ball. It'll be McCoy Schmiegel back by his own crease. And he heads up the floor. See what Adler can do to try and generate something. They go to McKegney. That pass is high. It's just tracked down there by Sturm. And then that one doesn't connect, and Nova Scotia gets it. Hard forecheck by McKay. Gets the ball loose, but it pops straight back out to Baumeister. Baumeister, nice lob pass ahead to Sear. They have the man coming off the bench. He's covered well. Now Broussard gets open and wants the ball, but they're not going to push things. With a 4-goal lead in less than 3 minutes to play. He just had a bird zip by in front of the booth. Far less disconcerting than the drone that buzzed past earlier. Ball still on the floor. Eventually McShane comes away with it, shovels it across, gets away from the first intended recipient. Nicely picked up there by Carter Bomerstein. But eventually it winds up with the Adler goaltender stepping in. That's Brett Farrelly, I believe. I think David Zayak actually called the timeout and then replaced himself, possibly to try and get the quicker Farrelly running to the bench when they decide to pull him for an extra attacker. They've got the ball. Is he coming? No, he's just going to look up at the clock and stay where he is. Cowley spins away from trouble. Hands it off there to Schmiegel. McCoy Schmiegel with a minute and a half to go. Trying to get something rolling here for Adler. Just not being able to generate scoring so far in the game. Obraz catches the pass. We're going to have a penalty coming. Mikhail Chulin with some mounting frustration. Slashing call, so he's going to watch at least a good portion of the rest of this game from the penalty box. Game largely likely out of reach for Adler at this point. That might be another step in that direction. McDonald gets it at the top, backpedals, sidearm rip, nice stop there. And a shot from Carter Bosermine. Here comes Cowley. It's Chris Cowley. Bounces one, run onto by Schmiegel. Cowley runs him over and Schmiegel has to slip through the self-check. The friendly fire, as it were. Schmiegel, nice job to get it ahead. Here's a 2-on-1. They get it to Timarek. Save Reshny. Ball loose in the corner, down to 33 seconds. It's tapped ahead, then grabbed by Niall Sear. Timarek trying to just kind of hook onto his arm. Sear goes coast to coast and scores. That is a beauty. That's up there, goal of the tournament candidate, especially with the nice little tuck and roll at the end for a little bit of flair. As he got a push, the momentum carried him forward. Look at that move. You can get the hit here from Crowley. Turns it into a dynamic little roll and pop. And with 23 seconds left, that'll do it. The Nova Scotia Privateers are going to win this play-in game, advance to the quarterfinal. That game will be played tomorrow. They're going to be playing the Alberta Warriors at 4 p.m. tomorrow. That should be a great game. Alberta and Nova Scotia, both very solid programs, both deep in terms of team strength. And that'll do it. The final is 6-1. Nova Scotia moves on to the quarters. Adler moves on into the group of teams between 9 and they might be able to fall below 16. They might be just in that 9 to 16 group now because of their placement. But good game, good win for the Privateers. Come back, we've got more coming very soon. Playing game number 3, Bratislava Bats and the London Knights in approximately 13 minutes. I'm Steven Stamp from the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial in Radotín. We'll see you then.
Další utkání je za námi a to znamená, že ve čtvrtfinále se tým Alberta Warriors střetne s Nova Scotia Privateers. Ve 2020 začne předposlední utkání dnešního programu. Představí se Pets, Bratislava a London Knight. A vítěz tohoto zápasu se utká zítra ve čtvrtfinále s Glasgow Adler. A na závěr dnešního dne ve 20:10 se rozhodne o soupeři domácích Custodes pro zítřejší čtvrtfinále mezi Green Girls a Moon Bears.